Hello. I just got done doing a quick 30-minute meditation and wanted to talk a little bit about how that went and kind of about how over time there's been this shift in the way that I talk to myself. So, a little bit of background about me is that I actually have been recovering from an eating disorder and all kinds of depression and anxiety and just like really uncomfortable stuff. And a lot of negative self-talk. And what I've noticed in meditation is that I will catch myself when those thoughts come up, and while I'm sitting in a place of allowing and being and just letting things be, letting me be me, and whatever that means that day, that minute, that hour, just kind of letting whatever needs to come up. Also kind of like this shocked reaction that I have to myself when a thought will come up, and I just love it and I just let it and I just live in that be allowing and really loving the bits of myself that I've never thought to love before. It's almost like I have been abused by myself for so long that when I say something nice to myself, I don't know how to respond. It actually kind of like throws me off. I'll start hearing, all the crazy chaos and the voices, and I'll catch myself almost expecting myself to say something like, no, that's wrong, don't say that, you're stupid, whatever the negative self-talk is. And instead of saying that, I'm just saying, okay, all right, I love you, and that's okay. And I'm so reassuring to myself, and it stops me in my tracks. I'm kind of like not knowing how to respond to that. So, sorry, my house is crazy right now. But another thing is, I just had to take. I live with a bunch of people, and today is crazy. I'm getting ready to go to this thing in LA and see Kyle Cease, who I'm like a huge fan of, and is dating my husband's aunt. It's crazy. Anyways, so in meditation, aside from having this loving self-talk that is just feeling so like, it's like a big breath of relief. Like I'll catch myself like big, crazy, like emotions will come up, and I just kind of hold on to it and I say I love you. And it sounds kind of I had a really hard time saying it, actually, surprising to myself how difficult it was for me to say I love you to myself. But I say it over and over, sometimes like 30 times in a meditation. Just something will come up and I want to get carried away with the voices, and I want to get caught up in my stories, but I'm not. I'm staying with myself, my deep down. And so I'm catching myself telling all of the fear and all the stories that it's okay and I love them. And what I realize is that and it kind of like gives me this washed over like, oh, and that relief, and I feel like I can breathe, and there's this lightness that comes in. And I've realized, like a big realization today was that if I am making myself feel better, then the parts of me that I think are broken, the parts of me that I think the stories and the voices in my head that I'm saying I love you to aren't me, and the love is just me. Like, does that make sense? I know that's I get confused by myself, but it's like if I'm making myself feel better, then who is the self that I'm making feel better. It sounded a lot more eloquent in my head, but I think that you're gonna know where I'm coming from and what I mean by that. But it's like when you catch yourself thinking when you're trying to meditate and you're like, who's coming up with these thoughts? Like Eckhart Tolle will say, like, be like you're the watcher and you're just watching your mind do all these things. It's like, who's making me feel better? And who needed to be consoled? If I am able to be the nourisher and the healer for my own wounds, then there's not actually anything broken about me, and I'm just that love, and all of the other stuff that feels broken is just stories that I'm telling myself and that I believe. And so that felt really big for me today. That felt big in a way that I didn't know how to write it down, because I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to say it until I recorded myself. And I've never made a video of myself before, but you know, I'm gonna trust you guys and that you're just going to hear my message and hear what I have to say and have a face to the name in the group. And I don't think that I have any major critics in this group. I feel like you guys are just kind of like this supportive, like, little tribe that I have that I can rely on. And I know that I think that these videos will become much more coherent the longer I do them. I do not think that I will always be this fumbly. I'm actually not used to hearing myself talk this much. It's normally other people talking and I'm listening, so I am kind of surprised at how my voice sounds listening to myself talk. Anyways, I wanted to get this out there and tell you that I love you guys and we're all in this together, and I think that we're all walking towards something really, really beautiful, and we are something really, really beautiful, and I'm really, really happy that I'm in this class with you guys and hoping to see more faces. And yeah, have a good day.